Hello guys, Benny G here from an Aussie abroad. I'm back. And before anyone gives me any flack, I know my videos are inconsistent as hell. And I'm going to try and stop that. I know that if I put more content out there, there's going to be more people watching my videos. There's going to be a lot more traction on YouTube. Probably going to get a lot more people look at my videos because of the algorithms and all that sort of jargon. And it'll just be fucking better all around. I know, no excuses. But I'm here, I'm going to put more content, no excuses, and let's get into it. If you haven't watched my first India video that I did 3 weeks ago, links in the description, check it out. This is my second installment. It's fucking India. You know what India has? India has cows. We have noise. India has fucking loads of people. India has some fantastic food. Most 99% of it's going to be curry. 50% of it is maybe going to give you the liquid sit downs. India has some fantastic picture moments, and we have really shitty ones. It has the monuments. And last of all, and definitely pisses me right off, is a lot of fucking salespeople. Whether it's people on the street, whether it's people in shops, whether it's people outside the shops trying to get you to come into the shops, there's fucking everywhere. And whether it's homeless people trying to get you to buy some bracelet on your wrist, they're everywhere.
I literally have no Indian rupees, and I feel bad because everyone wants to try and get something from me. I even got like an ear clean. Like right now, I don't even have any money to give this guy, so
very concession price.
I don't have anything to give you. Sorry, man.
Only very cheap price. 30 rupees for 100 for 4.
I have 0 rupees. Sorry.
Any money, give me any money.
I've got no money.
Yeah.
Man, really, this is what it's like.
So let's get into it. This is the day 2 and onwards from our little adventure. We're in New Delhi. We got a lot to do. There's a lot on our schedule, and the first thing that we do is go and pick up our tour guide. So first of all, I'm not just going to tell you about all the things that we did and all the things that we've seen. I want to tell you about the really specific things that I think are really funny or really interesting. So anyways, we go to pick up our tour guide. I can't remember what his name is, so let's call him Jim. Anyways, Jim, he wears a turban. He's part of their religion, the Sikh religion. So let's call him Sikh Jim. Anyways, we pick up Sikh Jim, SJ, and he takes us to our first monument to go and check out. So we went and checked out what's called Jamali Kamali. I'm not kidding you, it's fucking called Jamali Kamali. Or the mini
Are you
charge.
sure about that?
So we're heading to the mini charge. There's the 4 of us there. And we get there, there's an entry fee, and Kiara, one of the people that we're with, decides that she's not going to go. So there's the 3 of us. There's me, there's Anvi, and there's Rafaela. We get in and we do the usual, you know, take about a fucking million photos. The grounds are beautiful. We get in and we see the mini Taj, you know, Jamali Kamali in all its glory. It's beautiful, you know. So we get there, and with my big lanky legs, I run up the stairs. Well, I don't run up the stairs, but I get there a little bit faster, you know. So I get up the stairs first, I take a few photos, and this is where the story gets a little bit interesting, because I want to get close to the edge, you know. I want to get close to the edge, take a few more photos, and just enjoy the view. So I keep walking. I have like a realization of where the edge is.
Are you sure about that?
I'm almost at the edge, and I take one more step. You know, I take one more step, and I kid you not, just before the edge, there's water guttering. There's water guttering, so I step into the water guttering. I almost fall over the edge. My heart's beating like 1,000 times per minute. I've lost my shit, and I'm like, I didn't lose my shit. I'm like 20 meters to the floor below me. It was fucking insane. You know, so that was one of the craziest things that came out of that experience. If you're ever there, the mini Taj, keep an eye on your feet. Don't get too close to the edge. It would have been really crazy. I almost killed myself after the second day. It would have been no one's fault apart from my own. But I'm here. I'm survived. Now moving all the sightseeing, myself and the girls were getting a little bit hungry. We had to get some lunch/afternoon tea. So Sikh Jim gave us a recommendation to go to a themed style bar restaurant. It was themed after Game of Thrones, and it was called Lord of the Drinks. So medieval type thing, you know, and just fair warning, don't go there. It was bad. It was probably the worst service that I've ever got going to a restaurant or bar. And that's saying something. I live in Germany. So we went in just to give you some sort of idea of how bad it was. They forgot the order. If you have special requests, they're most likely going to say they can do them. Say for instance, our friend Kiara, she can't handle spice, that's to say the least. So when she says no spice, she means no spice. And they say, oh yeah, we'll make it mild. She had to send her meals back maybe 3 or 4 times because it was just like, it's just too spicy for her. So it's not spicy for an Indian person, but for someone that says they don't want any spice at all, it's just like, it's almost impossible in India. But this place was particularly bad. They forgot our order. They forgot, once they got the order, it took forever to get it.
One eternity later.
And then once we got it, they forgot to cook one of the things that we ordered. So then we had to wait again.
One debt to society later.
The server was very unattentive. We never seen him after that. It's horrific. And then just to give us the big fucking fat middle finger, they'll put on an automatic surcharge. So they've already added the tip. And when the fucking service is shit, you don't want to be paying 10%. You don't want to pay anything. Like, I come from service, like I usually leave something, you know. But this service was so bad, and you couldn't take the service off. So fair warning, a lot of places you're gonna have to pay service anyways. If you're eating in India, don't go to Lord of the Drinks. Worst bar by far in India. Don't do it. So next, SJ Sikh Jim is going to take us to one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Sikh temples in the world. It's called Gurudwara Bangla Sahib Temple. Wow, fuck, I got it out. So we're going to this amazing temple, and on the way, he's telling us a little bit of facts about his religion. And I think they're quite interesting, to say the least. So he's telling us about why everyone is wearing a turban. So the reason being, in the Sikh religion, they are not allowed to cut their hair. So they're protecting their hair by wearing the turban because they're never cutting it, which was interesting. And that includes the beard. They can't cut the beard. So Sikh Jim actually had his beard in he gelled his beard together like it, so to compact it. Otherwise it would be really big, but it was like sort of really pushed in together, which was quite interesting that he was gelling his beard. But anyways, moving on from there, they wore a steel bracelet, which was to signify their connection with God. But the craziest thing that I found out about this religion, that they are supposed to have a dagger on them at all times. And I was like, fuck, okay, that's pretty intense. It sounds a bit terroristy. When he was explaining, it's like, it's not so often anymore because of like security, because of airports, shit like that. So a lot of the time they will like hide the dagger or they'd carry a small one, but it's usually what they're meant to do. And this is to signify man's responsibility to fight injustice. So I've got all these mixed sort of feelings as we're going towards this temple, and we get to the temple, and it's again, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's a really, really nice temple. We get there, like many of the other temples that you must go to, you need to take your shoes off. We had to take our shoes and socks off because as you walk in, there's like water that you need to step into to cleanse your feet. So you'll be doing that first. And then we went into a place to put our shoes that would be taken care of, and from there we also had to put something on our heads, like a scarf over our heads, which you will see. So we had like orange scarves, and we went in, and it was amazing. So from what I've been told, it's open 24 hours, 7 days, 365 days a year. People can go there whenever they like. In the Sikh religion, there is no pressure for anyone to have to give money or anything, but people in the religion will give. And people give in bundles, whether it's money, but they also give food. Like truckloads of food were coming in. We also seen a lot of people giving their time because they have the largest free kitchen in the world, and we got to see it. It was absolutely insane. From the facts that I found out, they do up to 10,000 free meals per day, and we were lucky enough that they asked us, would you help make some food? And so we were there and we were preparing some roti. So we made some roti, and I think I can speak on behalf of myself and the girls that were there. It felt quite nice, you know, to make some food and help out for the people to be eating there. So we made some food. That was our nice deed for the day, which was really cool.
Nice.
Completely changed my whole, if I had any sort of perspective of the Sikh religion, because you just seen a lot of people giving their time, just going there to pray, going there to eat. It didn't matter if you're part of the Sikh religion either. That was a really cool thing, that they were very helpful towards anyone that might have been homeless or downtrodden. Anyone could go there and get a free meal, which was amazing. It was amazing. The sights were fantastic, and yeah, that was our little adventure there. So keep moving on. So then later in the afternoon, we went and seen where Gandhi used to live in New Delhi, which was quite cool. We got to see where his last footsteps were before he got assassinated. We got to see where he used to study. We got to see where he used to sleep, where he used to have a table, where he used to have guests. It was quite fascinating. I think, what can I say? It's fucking Gandhi. Gandhi was like, he was a teacher. He was like one of the biggest, if not the biggest influences in all Indian history. I mean, he was a lawyer, he studied in England, and he wanted to be a teacher, and he wanted others to also teach his ideals, which I think a lot of people are still doing in, not in any sort of religious sense, but in a cultural sense in India still today. A lot of the laws that are in India are because of Gandhi, and are still there, and because of his such a big influence, he is probably he is on every single Indian rupee note. So fucking amazing guy. He just wanted peace. He really was trying to get peace between Muslims and the Hindus, and he wanted to see Indians thrive, and not only Indians, for them to thrive and for the rest of the world to see that they're thriving and to have a major impact on the whole world, which he has. So it was a fantastic experience. It was great to see it. Read on so many things. If you're ever in New Delhi, definitely another place you need to go check out.